You may have seen me at that place doing that thing. I feel like shit today. And I looked it up. It turns out I'm probably pregnant. So I should really just stop fucking random dudes in bathrooms. And that's something that I'm trying to work out. So I've been trying to masturbate a lot more. No, it's good. It helps prevent pregnancies, and I stopped watching porn. What really turns me on now is disappointment. So I just use a mirror to masturbate, and I go nuts, I go crazy, but it's really awkward when I have to clean it up because it looks like I'm cleaning cum off of my face, and I'm not used to that. That's a really weird sort of thing to see. Like you're trying not to laugh over hair like that. It's like, no, that's disgusting. I'm not laughing at the cum on the face joke. It's okay, this is shitty comedy night. We can get a little cum on our faces, it's fine. So I was trying to educate myself recently. I was watching a documentary on Queen Victoria's menstrual cycle. And I'm not usually into period pieces, so that was really interesting. I was learning a lot of new stuff. So this is the Shitty Comedy Show. It's been happening for a while now. I've been doing these for a while now. Like, do you know who I am?
You're that guy.
Okay, that's the end of the joke. That's like one of those books where, you choose a direction to go. You had yes or no, and you had like 35 more seconds of joke if you had just said no, but that was the end of it, so. No, that you don't get a redo. There's no makeup test, you have failed, and now I have a shorter set. So we'll practice that later. We'll come back, next week. We'll do this again, and we'll work through that. So Lisbon is starting to get a little bit nicer. It's really cool to see the weather come back, and I'm from the USA, as you can probably tell. We have this tradition in the USA where we pull an animal out of the ground and we show it just the ground. It's called a groundhog. And if it's afraid of its shadow, then we have more weeks of winter, I believe. Yeah, so that's just kind of how decisions get decided in the USA. So you can see why things are the way that they are. But in Portugal, we don't have that. So I've had to look for my own sort of ways of telling when the good weather is here to arrive. And I figured it out. And so you'll be walking down the street, and then you'll hear the ground start to tremble a little bit. And then you'll sort of hear this sound roaring, and then you'll have like 200 middle-aged Dutch women just flying through on bicycles down Avenida Liberdade. And it's quite a sight, because it's not really a biking country. And so I don't know where they get these bikes from. Like, they really come out in these huge crowds, and they're never scared by their shadow. So as soon as you see them, you know that the good weather is here. And it's really, really wild. They're like expert bikers, all of them. They don't even look straight. They're always looking at each other. They're like throwing cheese at each other. It's really wild. It's quite a sight. So that's how I've kind of figured it out. Anytime you see the Dutch biker gangs coming out, then springtime is here, good weather is here, and that's been happening. So I'm glad that I'm living up to the Shitty Comedy Show tonight. This is going just a little bit better than I expected. Yeah. So as Ash said, I have a beard. My beard is more important than me at this point. People are always asking me about the beard when they see me, giving me compliments. My beard has been invited to a few parties. It was asked out on a date the other day. So I'm kind of third wheeling this whole thing with my beard right now, which is, it's not been the best experience, but you know, you just gotta roll with what you got. Yeah, that's enough beer jokes. Where do we want to go from here? Yeah, so I've been living in Lisbon for a while now. I'm waiting for TAP to schedule my return flight. It's just been a really slow ordeal. I'm looking to try out one of those pastel de natas. I ordered one today and they said it'll be ready next week, so I'm excited to try that out. Some cultural dishes. And we're getting to the end of the list, don't worry folks. We're getting to the bottom of this barrel. Let's try out something. No, we're not gonna do that. Do you think plants outside talk shit to plants in houses? That's all I wrote. There's a whole thing behind that, and literally that's all I wrote. Yeah, so that was good. That was really good. Where do we want to go with the No, fuck it. We're gonna give somebody else a chance here. That was my set at the Shitty Comedy Show. So thank you all for coming out. We're gonna get some more people up here. Have a good night.